What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It is on the Warpath, y'all, and it's been a while since we came to you. Most of us haven't been confined to our homes the last time we came to you. Amir, how you doing out there on the West Coast? I know you guys got a few of those lockdowns going on out there.
Yeah, we do. I'm doing well. Luckily, or you can say fortunately or unfortunately, my job is considered quote unquote essential. So I still get to go to work.
Yeah, well, hey, you can still getting paid, right, man?
Yes,
Yeah.
thankfully for that.
Yeah. And I know it's a little rough. Me working in higher education, so it's a little bit different. The kids were on spring break, and then this all dropped down on us, and it's like it's been wild. It's been so surreal the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I planned to go to Greensboro and see the first round of the NCAA tournament, and that kind of blew up, and we were all sitting there like, "Oh God, no, no, no!" But we'll get through it. It's one of these things. So
I'm sure I was actually planning on going to night one of the draft.
Oh, you were gonna go out to Vegas?
I was gonna go out to Vegas because like a flight from Fresno to Vegas is like $150 at most.
Man, I tell you, yeah, I would have liked to go out there. My aunt's out in Vegas. I could have stayed somewhere for free. Just had to pay for the plane ticket. But what's up, everybody? Yeah, the Outlaw King. I think that's one of our good buddies there. He's like, "What's up?" And Juan Gotti's out there. He's like, "I'm not mad about the trade," and work for Virginia Beach Schools, and I'm hoping that we still get paid. I hope so too, man. That's John Lynch out there in Virginia Beach. But Juan Gotti, he brought it up what we talked about. Quentin Dunbar was traded to Seattle, so that means if the season goes on without a ride, we will see him in Washington this year as a member of the Seattle Seahawks. And kind of accurate what Juan just said. I'm not mad about this trade. I think it was something that needed to happen. Pro Football Focus rated him as the number 2 corner when he was healthy, but the guy only started 12 games the last 2 seasons or something
like that, yeah,
to that effect. And he just wasn't happy. He's made his presence known, and you got to respect Ron Rivera for doing that. He's not petty. He's like, you don't want to be here, so you got to go. We'll find a way to get you out of there. And some people said, maybe we should have got a 4th for him or anything like that. You got a 5th. You got something for him. Just cut your losses.
Up for Kyle Island,
right? And we'll get to that in a second too, because that was the first bit of news this past today, not this past week. It was actually today. It was less than 6-7 hours ago, if that. But Quentin Dunbar, when he was out there, he made a difference. But the problem was he wasn't out there enough. He was an undrafted wide receiver out of Florida back in 2015. Jay Gruden saw enough talent in him. Yes, I'm using the Jay Gruden reference to swap him over to cornerback, and the rest was history from there. He was very serviceable. I mean, he had 2 interceptions against Eli Manning in 2015. I think that was his first
2016.
Yeah. And they were actually back-to-back Giants games. So
yes, they were.
Yep. That one at home in the rain, and then they were staring at 0-3 in the hole, and he had a good game there and kind of outshined Josh Norman. But who really didn't outshine Josh Norman since 2016?
That's a very good point.
And arguably, he was probably the best corner the Redskins had in that little stretch.
Hall.
Right, since D'Angelo Hall or Kendall Fuller, who's back in the burgundy and gold.
What's up?
Yeah, but then the second part of that is the Redskins made the trade for Kyle Allen. So put your seatbelts on, boys and girls. We're going for a ride, right? So P.J. Walker, who was with the Houston XFL team, signed with the Panthers last night. They already signed Teddy Bridgewater to a 3-year, $60 million contract. So at that point, Matt Rule was like, Kyle Allen is expendable. So the Redskins trade a 5th-round pick for Kyle Allen, who's 24 years old, undrafted, played really well, had a 5-7 record, lost against the Redskins, but very familiar with this coaching staff. And I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with this trade, but I do have a problem with the fallout that's going to happen with Redskins Nation. Because right now we're kind of schismed. Maybe we should go draft Tua. Maybe we should just keep Haskins where he's at. But Ron's like, I got one better for you. I'll throw in a trump card. I'm going to go get my old boy. Y'all thought it was going to be Cam. I'm going to go get Kyle Allen to come here. And I think Kyle Allen was at Houston for his college. Is that right?
I'd have to look that up.
Okay, let's see. But, yeah, what do you think about the move there, Amir?
I like the move. We needed a quarterback, whether it was going to be a backup or whatever, or competition, whatever you want to call it. Because all we had on the books was Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
So
and just turned 20. He just turned 24 2 weeks ago.
Okay, we'll have
Kyle Allen did. Yeah. So
all it cost was it cost a 5th-round pick. We recouped the 5th-round pick from dealing Dunbar. I'm not mad. You essentially traded Dunbar for Kyle Allen. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I mean, Dunbar didn't want to be here. That's cool. Wish him the best.
Yeah. Bye, boy, bye. And I told you this, like, I didn't really make this known as much on here as I did to you, but I was like, just go. If you don't want to be here, just go. And like I said, it's credit to Ron Rivera and the squad up there. If this was Bruce Allen, Quentin Dunbar would be here to suffer.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be painless.
Out of spite.
It wouldn't have been this painless. Shout out to one of my friends on Twitter, Mr. Aaron. I am his favorite Redskins fan, by the way. He's like, I think Arkansas. It's actually Houston, and nobody wants to go to Washington. Yeah, everybody wants to go see that fat slob down in Dallas, Mike McCarthy, the offensive genius that he is. He's about as stable a genius as our president. When you think, Aaron? I'm kidding. But, yeah, I thought this was very painless. It was done. We had the rumors in D.C. media. God love them, J.P. Finley and the boys. They always try to, or John Kime, they try to make something sweeter than what it actually is. And they said, hey, he's going to be traded. No, I'm going to stay. No, it is this back and forth. No, he got traded. So more power to him in that respect.
Some more moves today. I don't know if you saw this or not. They released Monte.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. I don't know why he plays the safety position because there is no safety in his coverage whatsoever. Like, I mean, unless he's like safety guy from In Living Color or Handyman, whatever. Like, they just lined him 15 yards off the line of scrimmage and he stands there. God, thank you. They got rid of, this is something the Redskins should have done last year, especially when all that crap. I understand standing by your players. There's too much evidence against this cat to have this distraction, and then he stays, and then you talk about DJ Swearinger, who was talking bad about the coaching staff or whatever, and he gets cut. Monte Nicholson stays. It's the same thing with Reuben Foster. God, I took a shellacking for that when I said, I was like, well, hey, he's going to earn his way with me. Who are you to judge? Blah, blah. I'm not judging anybody. I'm sorry. If I'm at a bank, I'm not going to hire a bank robber to guard my money. That makes no sense. Right or wrong?
No, you're right.
Like, this makes no sense. Like, if I want my plants to grow and not kill anybody, I'm not hiring poison ivy. That's just not, like, that's not what I'm going to do. And that's what I told you. I'm like, I'm not judging him. Excuse me, screw it. To hell with, yeah, I was judging. I'll say this. But you know what? I'm going to say this right now. I tell this to everybody. I think I may have told you this before.
Mm-hmm.
You judge people every day. We judge people every day.
Yes, we do.
If I say, hey, Amir, your profile picture looks good. You look sharp in it, right, bro? That's a judgment. That's Sanchez's judgment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get over it. People gonna judge. It's whether if I hold that judgment against you. And there's some philosophical difference. We can agree to disagree on that, but we judge every day. So get over it. Get over it. I'm not doing people. I hate when people say only God can judge. No, everybody judges you. Only God can sentence you. How about that? We'll leave it at there. But case in point, get these people out of here who don't want to be here. You got one more, Trent Williams.
Yes,
get him out of here.
Now I have an interesting trade scenario for that.
Go ahead.
This isn't so much as a crackpot theory at all. Vikings are shopping safety Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
He was rated as one of the top safeties in Pro Football Focus last year. He had 6 interceptions last year. And they're looking to get an offensive lineman out of him. Who was Trent Williams' guy?
Kirk Cousins.
That's right. You don't think Trent wouldn't want to go to Minnesota so he can guard for his boy again?
I mean, that'd be interesting.
You might have to throw in a 4th rounder in there,
right?
To get the quality of a player that Anthony Davis is. I think it's Anthony. I can't remember if that's his name or not. But
I mean that. I can see it all makes sense right there.
Throw in Trent in a 4th rounder to get Anthony Davis.
Cleveland also is an option because that's where Callahan is now.
True. I would throw in Trent Williams, a 4th rounder, for Anthony Davis and like a future 5th. That sound fair?
Yeah. What's up, Skins fan? All day. What's up, bro? Yeah, I can see that. And I'm not I'm to the point now where I really. It's just time to lay down the cards. Kenny Rogers' dad died yesterday, right? He got no in the hole.
Well, he saw all this shit going around, and he knew when to fold it.
So. Right. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta walk away. Just gone. Somebody get to this point within reason. Maybe, and I heard it might be a crackpot like theory. Get OJ Howard.
Howard?
You take care, huh?
Is it OJ Howard?
Yeah, OJ Howard, the tight end.
You think he's going to leave Tom Brady now?
No. I didn't say that. I said trade him.
Oh, okay.
And then you protect Tom Brady.
True.
Because you got Chris's, my guy.
The line wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad last year. It's
just saying that's just a suggestion.
I mean, it's not a bad suggestion. No, I wouldn't call it crackpot at all. I just,
I can,
it's a possibility. Everything's possible.
Right. I mean, I'm still looking for Thaddeus Moss. I'd love to see Randy Moss in these games. So that's who I want to pick up in the draft. So
Redskins, you think he makes it around 3?
Possibly, but you could get. I would see that, and that's what I'm saying with Trent Williams. Maybe it's time for you to say, "Hey, we'll take a 2 for him."
Yeah,
and just straight up 2.
I take a 2 for him.
You take a 2 for him?
I would take a 2 for him. I'm not gonna hold out for first. Not at this point. Not this close to the draft. No.
Right. Let's see here. So the Redskins did make another move,
or 2, or like maybe like like a late one, like a 31 or 32, because it's that far
Kansas
back.
City or San Francisco.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Central San Francisco. Let me deal with Kyle again.
I don't like. I'm not for helping Kyle Shanahan out, but it is what it is.
Snyder, it's fine.
Yeah. Redskins re-signed Caleb Brantley. Didn't really play that much last year.
Has he even taken a snap for us yet?
I think he took one later in the year. Let's see here. But last week, I mean, none of these names really like blow you out of the water. Brandon Sheriff got re-tagged. So I guess you can count that as a plus. Kendall Fuller, probably the biggest name. He's coming back. The Redskins washed their sins.
Which goes to show that he never really wanted to leave the Redskins in the first place.
No, I don't think so. I mean, his tweets, like when we came on there and when we did that little breaking that breaking news, and I still had like the gray hair in my head about this and how crazy it was. I mean, he proved how crazy it was, but he proved that. Now, if Bruce Allen was here, do you think he would sign with him?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
And then the linebacker Kevin Pierre-Louis from the Bears, he signs, and they say he's going to be a backup linebacker.
Yeah. Well,
Sean Davis.
John Bostic. Sean Davis.
Yeah, that's right, John Bostic. I was sitting there watching their Instagram, and they had all these videos of people coming in. They had Wes Schweigert, who's a chemistry major, so he's pretty sharp. And then I was like, who is this third guy? And then I sat there for a second. I said, damn it, that's John Bostic, who had a great season last year. He had one of his best seasons of all time, of his career, not all time, but of his career. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll go from there and see what happened there. But who else did we get here? I'm actually looking at it. Donald Penn still open to coming back to be with the Burgundy and Gold. Safety Sean Davis, who was a Maryland product. He was at Pittsburgh. He was a second-round pick back in 2018. He's a specimen, but he just hadn't put the whole package together. Maybe he can do that. Maybe he might get a shot to start. Cornelius Lucas, another Bear. He adds depth to that offensive line. The former Virginia Tech Hokie, former quarterback, and he actually started in a playoff game in the NFL, Logan Thomas. He's going to add depth to the tight end pool there after Jordan Reed was released. But my biggest, and I told you this when it happened, I love who they signed from the Lions and J.D. McKissick.
I really like that signing too.
I loved it. It replaces Chris Thompson, although we said, well, what hindrance does that have for Bryce Love?
It doesn't really.
It really doesn't, because he's a converted wide receiver, so he can play the wide receiver spot or he can play a running back. So you've got versatility back there now. So I like this move. And that I hate to say it, I did play with him in Madden one time. So, and he can run, he can catch. So I like that move by the Burgundy and Gold to come bring the guy in. And then they add some leadership. Thomas Davis.
Yes.
Thomas Davis is coming to Washington in his 13th, 14th, 15th year, I think.
Something like that. But I think he's really just brought in to show the players how Rivera runs his team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree.
With that.
Yeah. That's fine. You need that, though. For a team that's lacked leadership for so long, excuse me, you got to bring somebody in there. He just turned 37 yesterday. And he was first round pick in the 2005 draft. So think about that. I mean, this is a guy who was drafted in the same round with Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith.
Yeah.
in the first round. So he's with, and he did have 3 consecutive years where he tore his ACL or something crazy.
Speaking of quarterback, Alex Smith, he's working back from injury. I'm not talking about him to be the starter because I personally my hands are in the Dwayne Haskins basket at this point. But to be that veteran backup and leadership that he kind of needs to tutor Dwayne as much as he already has. But he couldn't do so much last year because of his rehabbing.
Right. Yeah, that's what one of the things that concerned me about the Kyle Allen signing was the fact that that this guy he's had 1-2 seasons within the squad with Allen. With not Allen, what am I? Scott Turner. Rivera. Rivera and Scott Turner and Norv and all these guys. So he's still learning. So and I'm thinking, is this more of a competition to him to push him, or is this somebody like I could theoretically see? And I'll get chastised for it. I know that I could see Kyle Allen starting at some point if Dwayne Haskins falters.
I can see it.
And this is what anti-Haskiners want. Is somebody like this who proves that he can play, and now you give him a couple of young weapons. You give him a young running back. You give him a dual threat running back, a pass catching back, and maybe if you get him a tight end. And he's 24. Now, if he's 28, 29, I'm like, okay, good. This is a guy he can learn with. I mean, he's Dwayne Haskins. He's like 2 years older than Haskins.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and not to mention that there's also the 2021 draft. You have the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. I mean,
which the New England Patriots are going to try to win that.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they
are. Yep. And God. I'll say it like this: God works in mysterious ways. Just remember that, Bill Belichick. But talking about we always talk about the Redskins, but the Redskins been quiet, and I like this free agency right there. That you're looking, the free agency's never been about adding putting your team over the top. It's about putting your team over the top. But it's also about filling in the holes, bringing in competition. That's what free agency is about. People are upset the Redskins didn't go after Austin Hooper. Are you mad they didn't go after Austin Hooper, or they didn't dump a whole bunch of money for him that could be used for other players, young players, up-and-coming players?
Could be used to re-sign Brand Sheriff.
Yeah, exactly. Or who else was it that was big that could have been on the radar for the Skins? Oh shucks, Eric Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Mark Cooper, but
Mark Cooper, and that when I saw that number that was offered to him, and he turned it down. I'm glad he did not accept that. I am glad Cooper did not accept that.
I am too, because I don't know what kind of guarantee was with that. I just know it was 5 for 110, and which would have averaged out to 22 a year.
Yep,
and that's a lot. For a wide receiver.
Yeah, no, I'm like that's too much.
Cap hit is that big?
Nope. That's too. That was too much, and I said, oh, do I really want him? But I'm, and that.
I mean, and then they still had to. I wanted a flashy receiver, but I would have wanted more like Stephon Diggs. But we shouldn't have the draft capital to trade for him.
And now he's in Buffalo. Now, Josh Allen. Have you ever overthrown Stephon Diggs? Josh Allen might.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, it's one of those things. I'm not crying over spilt milk. Dallas has a lot of problems there anyway. Not problems.
I'm just glad
they
we
got
drove up the price
money
tag for him,
problems.
though.
They still got to pay.
They still have to pay that.
They got to pay Dakota out there. So, until that happens, there's still an air of uncertainty. And Zeke, they paid him all this money last year. And how was he doing?
Not too good.
Yeah, I know. So this was. And speaking of Dallas Cowboys, we have a member of the media who's watching us, Mr. Kevin Mays. I will tell these people that Kevin's one of my good friends. He covers news in Kingsport, Tennessee. He does sports. He's one of the best sports writers around here. So if you Google Kingsport Time News, you'll find his articles. I suggest that you read them. There's some good articles in there. So he says Cooper has a couple of more good years in him. Let's hope not, Kevin. Let's hope not, right? But yeah, check him out. And John Lynch says I was bummed when the Redskins didn't get Hooper. Gus, our buddy Gus, he's like just glad for Haskins to get a fair chance with Gruden's ass there. He never had a chance. And then super excited about upcoming season. I'm all on board with Riverboat Ron. Let's go. Yes, we're all on board, right? But
yes, we are.
Yeah, and talking about on board, Tom Brady going to Tampa. Who would have thought that would happen? Every old person goes to Florida retire now.
I mean, just goes to show you, rich white guy goes from New England and retires
in
Florida.
Yeah, there you go. Hopefully he won't go to Miami getting him massages like his former owner did. Yeah, like let's not do any Kraft cheese, mac and cheese stuff, so he'd be all right.
Some easy mac.
Yeah, and let's say in the Cowboys center. Travis Frederick, who didn't play last year. I don't know what condition he has, but it cost him. What was it? Something with his spine?
It's Travis Frederick disease.
I don't think that's the official name of it, but
no,
I don't think it's called the Travis Frederick disease. Oh, Google. Okay. But yeah, I know he was out last season.
It's some kind of autoimmune disorder.
Yeah, that's what it is. Autoimmune disorder.
It's Guillain-Barré syndrome.
So that's tough. I hate to see that because that guy's he's a damn good center, and
he really is.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Whether it's Cowboy, that's a human being. I don't really care about that. I just hope he can get to be the best of his abilities and be healthy and live a full life, and send him best wishes out there. But I hate to hear that. But they got a football league. There's some other big news. My mind's going. Oh, so apparently crack is legal in Houston, right?
Yeah, apparently so.
Is it? Hey, crack is legal in Houston again, ladies and gentlemen. And what are you saying, Sanchez? Why are you saying crack is legal? In the Reliance Stadium, or what they call it, Energy Stadium now. You go down there, there's this bald man who cusses a lot. His name is Bill O'Brien. So Mr. O'Brien had the idea, and I actually saw on Facebook, somebody said that Bob McNair and Bill O'Brien have lost their minds. Well, I hate to inform you, if Bob McNair's still losing his mind, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Because he cheated. Yeah. O'Brien working as the Bill Belichick, the owner and the GM now of the Texans decided that he would go out and get the flavor of the month from 2015, David Johnson, and bring him and trade him for a couple of picks. I don't even think it was that many picks, was it, Amir?
No, I think they swapped some picks. And he threw in this wide receiver named DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of him or not.
Yeah. You ever heard of him? You ever heard of DeAndre Hopkins?
I think I saw him on fantasy last year, but you know what?
I mean, the guy who
breaking up, so I don't know if it's my connection or yours.
It's probably me. How about now?
That's good.
Stat line from a year ago. 104 yards receiving, 1,165 yards. Excuse me. Yeah, 100 receptions, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. The year before that, he had 115 for 15,000. So the guy's been at 11 touchdowns. Last year he dipped. But like, what are you trying to do to Deshaun Watson? Like, what did and internally, what did David Johnson
do to you, Bill O'Brien?
But they said there was a rumor that, and like I said, crack is legal. We always know crack is legal in Dallas because Michael Irvin got on there and he had stuff on his nose, and he said on First Take, he's like, what did he say? Shucky Ducky. He said that Bill O'Brien had something about DeAndre Hopkins having all these baby mamas and stuff around the complex, and it was a distraction, and I was like, what? Like, wait, you show me a pro athlete who doesn't have all these baby mamas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, what? Like, it's so crazy. And then DeAndre Hopkins, I guess maybe he's trying to save face or not. He says it was outlined. So somebody's lying there, right? And I would like to say Michael Irvin had that in some drug-induced quarantine comatose session that he probably had while he's been confined to his house. But I mean, this is wild, man. Like, what in the world? You come on here, David Johnson, who I don't even think he struggled last year. This is David Johnson. 345 yards on the ground. Now, he was a dual threat. In 2015, he was pretty good.
2015,
in 2016,
he won my fantasy championship.
Yeah, and then 2016, he had that breakout year.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, he had 1,239. He had 1,239 and 16 touchdowns. Since then, he has about that same amount over the last 3 seasons. He had 23, 940, and 345, and only 9 touchdowns in the last 3 seasons. He touched the ball over 300 times back in 2016 also.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what Bill was thinking, but Bill, I mean, maybe Bill trying to get fired. I don't know. Like what? Like, you had a team that had the eventual Super Bowl champions on the ropes. Like, had them up. What are they up? Like 24-0 or something crazy.
They were up 24-0. I was watching that game at work with a coworker of mine. We're in the office. We're watching it, and we're like, "Wow, okay, cool." Deshaun, Texans are going to the championship game.
Yeah.
And then Goku took off his way to training. I'm sorry, I mean Patrick Mahomes, and went full on KO Ken, and just it wasn't even fair.
I tell you what, I swear it looked like Bill O'Brien had walked into an episode of Maury, and it says, when it comes to defeating the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional South round at Kansas City, Bill O'Brien, that was determined. That was a lie.
Yeah,
it was. It was like it was a genjutsu, right? Is that good? Can you? Is that something is that relevant to this conversation? Yeah. Did I get that right? Is that good? I've been watching some of that stuff. You gotta be proud of me, right? No?
Okay. You broke up. I didn't even hear what you said.
I said that. I said it was like a genjutsu, right?
I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
So, it's one of those animes. I don't know. You threw Dragon Ball Z out there. That's the only one I really watch. So,
well, that's the most common one everyone watches.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Gundam, something about big robot man crap out of everybody. Yeah, that's something fun. But anyway, here nor there. So DeAndre Hopkins, like bro, wow. Hey, wow, what was he thinking? But this gives me solace though that the Redskins aren't doing too many crazy things and they're flying under the radar, which I like. I like fly under the radar because it seems like when you fly under the radar, like I remember 2015 when they basically won the war of attrition rather than winning the division outright. But they were like, I'll never forget Pete Prisco's like, oh, they'll go 2-14. They'll suck it up again and Jay Gruden will get fired. Nope. Joke's on you, Pete Prisco. Joke's on you. Jay Gruden was actually going to find a way to keep his job for another 4 seasons and a half to be, right? 16, 17, 18, 19 and a half. Yeah. So, or in a quarter. There you go. 3 and a quarter. Sorry. Girl running out the room. Oh God! But I don't know. We'll see. But what? And I know you've probably been working on the draft. What? Like everybody's like, hey, it's Chase Young. But is there any idea or any situation where the Redskins draft out of 2?
Reports are that both Dan Snyder and Ron Rivera are both all in on Chase Young.
Okay.
Those are the reports we've gotten. Okay. I'm all in on Chase Young. Now, there are some weird caveats to that. And the only weird caveats I'm having is if Bengals damn near lose their mind and decide to take a trade back instead of drafting Joe Burrow or Tua at number 1, and they take a trade back and somebody jumps us to get Chase Young. At that point,
what do you do?
If that happens, number 2 overall pick,
right?
Chase Young's off the board. That means the top quarterbacks are all still available.
Trade down.
Do you trade down or?
Yeah. Oh hell yes, trade down.
Do you just you what?
Trade down.
Here.
No. Trade down. Trade down. Cause you know who you can trade down to? You can trade down to Miami. Joe Burrow, I can see Joe Burrow in Big Dick Joe. That's what they call him, right? Down in Miami. Smoking them Cuban cigars, got a fedora and everything coming up into Hard Rock Stadium. I can see it. Why? And they've got 3 first-round picks. Go be like, yo, hey, Flores, we give you this and that. You give us this. No, we don't have to give you that. We just give you this.
You give us this and that.
Yes.
And that as well.
Yes. Because then you know what you can do. You can go in so many different routes. You can get your lineman, right? You don't have to Trent Williams. You could be like, to hell with Trent Williams. You can get you one of these big lines.
You trade back to number 5 where Miami is. Oh, hey.
Right.
Mekhi Colon, or whatever his name is.
Right.
From Alabama.
To hell with getting another wide receiver. You can go out there and get Henry Ruggs.
Yes, you can.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it? And this is where I get, and I'm like, I'm not saying that I'm not all in on Chase Young, but I'm not saying that I am. I am open to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I am open to everything and every possibility. Would I like to see him? Yes, I would. But this team has so many holes on it.
But does it though?
Yes, it does.
The only hole I really see on this team is you need another receiver, you need a tight end,
free safety,
and free safety.
Corner,
I'm not too worried about corner because
this is another. And I hate to say this, Rashad Breeland, yes or no?
I say yes.
I say no.
I say yes on one condition.
Yep.
If it's not too much.
Nope. Nope. Been there, dealt with that head case. Nope. Next. Granted, I mean, he was supposed to go to Carolina after 2016 season, but he failed the physical. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he went like snorkeling or something and cut his foot on coral.
Nope.
But okay, so corners. Who do you got?
You got Fuller inside. You have Fabian.
Yeah, Fabian.
You probably want to need
Fuller.
Yeah.
You have Jimmy Moreland.
Yeah.
I think he'd be more inside.
You said you need to get somebody else. Yeah.
You do need another corner. I'm not denying that you need the corner. I just think that's just lower on the list. But
and I mean, you've even said center. I know you've said center.
Centers, because I'm just not a fan of that much of a fan of Chase Roulier. But even you said that he can get the job done for at least another year or so.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think guards and tackles are more important than the center.
In which we have Brand Sheriff back.
Yeah.
West, they really like Wes Martin. They signed a West Schweitzer guy.
Yeah, genius.
It's a West Side
guy.
Story. God. You're welcome.
You notice I never responded to that tweet.
Yes, I did. I'm really disappointed.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't do that. I couldn't find a good enough gift for that one. Chase
Young's there too. I'm taking him because you don't pass up on that kind of generational talent. It's even like when
Okay, let me ask you this.
What was his name? Ernie something. He was the GM for the Colts in the 80s and the GM for the Giants in 04. Ernie Scorsese, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ernie Scorsese. So he drafted John Elway to the Baltimore Colts.
Right.
Knowing damn well that John Elway didn't want to play for the Baltimore Colts. And wasn't going to play for the Baltimore Colts.
Right.
But he wasn't going to be the asshole who passed up on the generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
And the Redskins can't be that either. Like, you can't, pass up for Chase Young. You just can't. The production's there from college.
Besides in that playoff game.
Yeah, but he was getting like double and triple team. So, I mean,
he's generational talent.
Double and triple team.
But he's a general. I'm just saying, I'm not disagreeing with you. But I mean, Lawrence Taylor probably could have beat that at least once, right?
Yeah,
once, twice again. You never know.
But he's getting compared to Lawrence Taylor. He's getting compared to Mario Williams. I mean, he's getting compared to all these top-notch guys.
So Mario Williams, average. Lawrence Taylor, drug addict, pedophile. Sounds good. Generational.
I really don't like you sometimes.
I'm just saying, I'm giving you what you said. You compared me to those. Right? You just gave me those two. Right?
At least I'm not saying Geis is like OJ.
Nobody said exactly. But I'm just saying. Here you go. This is one I got to answer. Will Diggs, why wouldn't you want Breland back? We just got rid of Dunbar. Okay, so Breland had a couple of off the field issues, and I think there was a little issue in the locker room. Like I said, I don't know. Like I'm not sold on it. I don't even think he had off the field issues, but there's just something there in social media that I really didn't care about, and maybe that could be that's probably. I'm not denying his talent, because God, who doesn't forget when him and Emerson were down there in Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a couple of times Breland got burnt too. How many times did he get burnt?
Emerson was gone by that point, though.
Yeah, but still, Breland still got burnt, right?
In that, are you talking about the 2014 Miracle game?
No, not in that game. I was talking about that game, yeah, but I'm talking about throughout his career.
Well, yeah, every corner gets burned in their career.
I know that. I'd be feeling more often than not, though. Right?
I think his drop off, which started in 2016, was because they brought in Norman to be this, end all be all save all cornerback, and it didn't work, and their chemistry didn't work out, and like, oh sweet, we have lockdown cornerback Norman, Breland's a top 10 cornerback, yeah, we're freaking awesome, and it didn't work. And I think maturity becomes people, and maturity happens with age and with time.
Okay.
So I think that after a while, it just, it happens.
So you're saying I should give him a shot?
I think everyone deserves a second chance.
Okay.
But
okay,
right. Wait. Majority of people deserve a second chance.
Okay, good. There you go. Because I was about to start swinging on that.
So that's what I think there. Majority of people deserve a second chance. As far as the rest of the draft goes, we have another, I think 6 picks after that. I really honestly this year I've not been paying much attention to the draft this year just because of everything that's been going on, and
yeah,
I've been just going through a lot of my own personal life. I just haven't had the chance to.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
So, but I would like to see in the 3rd round, probably a free safety.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 4th-round picks.
Here, I'll just throw this one out here, and you said it too. Mm-hmm. What about Xavier Rhodes?
If the draft comp for him isn't, is he a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, sign Xavier Rhodes, sign Breland, let him compete.
Ronald Darby.
I mean, there's names out there.
I'm just saying, I think there's more out there than just Bashaud Breeland, and I think we get caught up because he had an interception in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I was even thinking about that.
Right. I mean, I get that, but I think a lot of people are like, oh God, because it was the thing. Wow, the former Redskins cornerbacks, they got interceptions in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I just don't want to get caught up in that. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll say, hey, I was wrong about it. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, it's just something, it's just things that just said my crow about it. So yeah, not a very strong argument, maybe, but yeah. I don't know.
But
you got Xavier
I'm
Rhodes
treating
out
this
there.
season honestly like it's a lockout season because it feels that way.
Hey, but they did sign the CBA.
They did, but I'm saying it feels like a lockout season because of COVID.
Yeah. I don't think
With
they'll get
everything shut
started
down.
before August.
I don't think so either. I don't even know if the season's going to get played. I really don't.
I think the season will probably
another
get
friend of
played.
mine who lives in Virginia on Facebook today posted that she got a notification that her kids' schools are canceled for the rest of the school year.
Yep, that is true. All public schools have been canceled in the state of Virginia.
I mean, what does that do for those kids? I mean, those kids have to repeat a half a year.
I don't think they've really went. Honestly, I don't think they've went into that big a depth on that. And God knows, maybe the governor's too busy playing blackface again. I really don't know. But yeah, I mean this is just wild because I know a lot of teachers, especially doing high school football down here. You get, it's all teachers that are pretty much teacher and parent volunteers that are making it work every night. So that's rough. And then the spring sports, they aren't getting played. The eeriest thing I've ever been a part of was where I work at. We're a Division II school, and they announced that's when the NCAA suspended all activities going forward. And I was at that, and you could just see them you're like, wow, this is really weird. Like, this is going to be the last game of the season. And then you think about your seniors that you have on the team that have, gave your blood, sweat, and tears for it. And they're not going to get an opportunity to complete the season.
Yeah.
It's
that's
the same
who I
with
feel bad for most is whether you're a high school senior or you're a college
senior.
That's who I feel bad for the most, honestly, right now. Like my son's in kindergarten right now, and more than likely his school's gonna get canceled for the rest of the school year. And I'm sorry for him that he doesn't get to go see his his little friends and everything.
Right.
But this thing's not gonna last another 17 years, another like 11 years while he's in school.
Yep.
And thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And,
that's not even what. Hold on. There we go. Now we're good. But yeah,
just hearing I have friends on Facebook who have kids who are seniors in high schools and everything like that, and people one of my main bosses at work, he has a daughter who's a senior in high school. And she's not going to get to do her senior prom. She's not going to get to do her graduation or go to grad night or anything like that. I feel terribly sorry for her.
Yeah, it's awful. I've got a cousin who's getting ready to graduate her bachelor's, and she's so excited about that. They don't know when or if they will be able to do a formal graduation ceremony. But this, I mean, this whole thing puts a lot of things in perspective for you. What you take for granted, what you do, like your basic, just going to the store is becoming difficult.
I've been able to buy toilet paper in 3 weeks. I'm lucky I had some reserved.
I was on my last 2 rolls, and it's just me right here in my lowly apartment. And I went out and bought two rolls of 2 packs of 12 roll packs. So I got 24. So I'm good for a while. But like ground beef, eggs, man. I mean, it's a scary time where we're living in right now. I likened it to a movie. Like, it's so surreal. And I mean, I always think me personally, and I don't think I really go in depth with y'all about this stuff, but I will. Me personally, I think it's a time for us to refocus. While there is fear out there, and rightfully so. But it's time for us to refocus. Like if you're with your kids and with your family and stuff, this is moments that a lot of people say, hey, I wish I had more time with my kids. Take that time. I like to be a homebody sometimes, and I like to stay here. And I've even thought to myself, I said, I can't do. This isn't my bag. I can't stay at home all the time. But check on your people. I called my grandma today. I've called her like 2 times in the last 3 days just to talk to her. She's 89. She's at home by herself. My mom and her siblings check on her, and like my mom goes and runs if she needs something. My uncle does the same thing. Check on if you know old people or something. Go out there and check on those folks, and see how they are if they need something. But don't compromise yourself if you're sick or something. Go out and get that shit checked out and make sure you're feeling better, because you're no good to somebody if you're laying down in a hospital bed. So,
and I will say this to those who do still have to work, and like if you're spiteful because you still have to work, if you are upset because you're not getting quote unquote hazard pay, and you don't understand why, because you're not in upper management, you don't know how the books work, you don't know where the money's coming in, where it's going out. Take a moment and breathe and be thankful that you are still working, because there are plenty of people out there who are not.
Yeah.
And don't call into work and fake being sick and say you have COVID, because that is the lowest thing you can possibly do. It is disgusting. It is immoral. And know that your employer will have a moral and legal obligation to report that to the CDC. Give them your information. Give them your address. Guess what? You're going to get a knock on the door from Mr. Man in the suit, in a hazmat suit, and you're going to get quarantined. You and your entire family, and you may not have a job to come back to.
That's right. No, you're absolutely right, man. Yeah, I mean, don't play with that mess. So, yeah, but y'all take care of yourselves, and we'll try to be on here. We'll be on here every other day or whenever we can, putting up videos just to give us an escape, because this is an escape for all of us, just for a little bit. It's good to kind of reset, like I said, reset and refocus. It's like our buddy John Lynch, who said, he's out there in Virginia Beach and he works for the school system. Hopefully people still get paid. I mean, people who work in the restaurants. I know a lot of. I saw a girl that graduated from the college on Friday, and she's like, "I'm just missing the restaurant right now." And this is stuff that we take for granted. That I don't know. It's just it's different. I don't mean to be preachy, but it's just one of those things. I'm not an expert on this. I don't claim to be. I'm not an expert on health or politics or anything like that. I just know I just think I know what common sense is. That's about it. So 2 + 2 will always be 4 for me. And no matter how you get to it, some people it's 22. I'd say you might need to get your head checked if that's the case. But yeah. But anyway, we appreciate you guys here. And, there's going to be more news coming out with the Redskins. Thank goodness for the NFL and them trying to kind of reset and, giving Stephen A. Smith the job. And like he says, wash your nasty hands and don't hoard either. But we love you guys here. We appreciate you guys that are on YouTube, the folks that are on Periscope and Twitter. We appreciate you guys. If you're on Periscope and Twitter, we'd ask you to come to YouTube and click the subscribe button. Subscribe to us. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can take this mobily because you're gonna have 1,000 subscribers to go mobile, and I'd like to instead of up all the time. It's fun, and I don't really upload that much anyway. But yeah, but Mr. Mir, do you have any other?
Be safe.
Yes,
be safe. Be mindful. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones.
Take care of your loved ones.
Follow this man to my left here if you're watching on the screen.
And follow this guy to my right.
On Twitter.
Yeah, this guy over here. Right? Am I pointing? No, I'm pointing. This guy. That guy over there. Yeah. That guy. This guy right here. You see him? Oh, right there. Right there.
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. There he is right there. In that corner. Right there. Yeah.
Boom,
boom, boom. Perfect. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, follow him. Yeah. But we appreciate you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, as we always say on here. Love, peace, and hail. And y'all better believe it. We'll be talking to you real soon. We out, boys and girls.